Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Business and Entrepreneurship series. And something beautiful happened yesterday because someone reached out and wanted me to go deep on one of the topics that I've touched. And I want to teach it too, because maybe not every time somebody has a concern, they come forward. But if somebody come forward with a concern, it's possible that many other people are having that concern, or when they stumble into this course, will eventually end up with that concern. So we are here to serve, we're here to help. So we want to address the concerns, and we want to be responsive. We're not talking at you, we're talking to you. It's a conversation. We want to teach people how it is done, and anything that they don't understand, anything that you want me to go deeper on, I am happy to go deeper on it. Look, I understand not everybody had formal training, and you don't need formal training to do it. But someone with formal training and with experience who have seen it before, you can get nuggets from them. Certainly, I'm telling you for a fact, after you do business 2, 3, 4 years, there'll be something that you're going to be able to teach me that I didn't know. That's a different way. That's a better way. That's working. Whether it's a strategy or a principle, whether it's something long-term or short-term or a tactic we can use, you will learn something from your area of business that what might help me. That no one has the drop on business. You see Toyota, you see GM recalling piles of cars. These guys are multi-billion-dollar industries. People release brands that different flavors that they've tried and tested and done the market research, and don't work, it flop. Because what? You cannot tell. You don't control all the variables. Your duty is to go out there, think of something to do, figure it out, do the maths, do the due diligence, do the work, test it. Like the ad campaigns you see online. Every ad that you see online and see it a couple of times that is being run by professional people, whether you see it on Google, Facebook, YouTube, it is there. If you see the same ad for a long time, it's because they have tested what they call an ad set, a set of ads, maybe 7, 8, 10 ads. And the one that you see run for the longest is the one that is working. Okay, so it is fine. You are learning. Be comfortable to understand that no one was born knowing everything. They learn as they go along. You got to learn. It's okay. If you do not have a teachable spirit, the seeds of greatness are not planted in you. If your ego is above your intelligence and your level of quest for knowledge, you will not go very far, because you will have concocted a story in your own head. You would have been locked up in your mind thinking that your own socialization, experience, and genetics have all the solutions, when in fact this is a huge world that's operating on its own axis that you are just a small part of, and people are doing the thing that you're thinking about, that you're doing at the highest level for a long time. And if you want to do it well, you got to learn from them. So this person says that they wanted me to look into something I touched on in business systems, and it is related to what I'll topic as business model. Because what's happening is that people go in business and they end up going back and forth, trying this, doing that. There's no set process or system or way to do things. You must have a business model that you're following, that you create, or you're following, or you're modeling. That's the way you do business. If you collect orders by phone, email, whatever messaging service you use, and you collect those orders, you must have a way to do it. So this is the way you do. You advertise, however you advertise, whether paid or free. You collect the information. People reach out to you. You note the order in an order book that has an order number. You take that order page out. It has 3 copies. 1 is for the book, 2 is for the book, 1 for the custom, 1 goes on the customer file, and 1 goes to the packing guy who is packing that, and he puts it on his file for all the things that he's packed. So there's 3. 1 stays in the book, One goes in the file for the person who's packing it, to be stapled to the invoice, and one stays in the customer file. That order is processed within 10 to 24 hours of it being placed, and it is delivered within a day or 2 days, or anything received after 1 o'clock is delivered the day after. When customers get this, they check off the invoice with your sales rep, and the payment is done via X, Y, and Z. When that payment comes in, it goes into the bank, and it is noted and entered on a receipt log or on the customer file, or on a copy of the invoice that says paid, and it is filed. And that is your process. That's your business model. Your business model is reach people, they reach out to you, they place the order with you, the order is taken, this happens after the order is taken, this happens when the delivery man come in, this happens when the money come back to the office. You need a model. A model will help you to duplicate. A model will help you to hire people to do it instead of you gotta do it all the time. You cannot willy-nilly do things random and in all sort of different fashion. So if somebody calls and you're selling paint, and someone calls and say, I want 15 cans of paint delivered now, and you are modeling, so okay, Mr. Jones wants 15 cans of paint. Put the 15 cans of paint in your van and go deliver to Mr. Jones and write him a bill and collect the money and come back. And another guy say, hey, I want 13 cans of paint, but I want 2 now, 5 next week, 3 the other week, 6 the other week. And you're like, okay, I will do that. And you're going to do that. And then somebody drive up to the door and say, hey, can I buy 6 cans of paint? And you open the shop window and you sell them 6 cans of paint. And that is random. That's not you cannot have that way of doing business. I'm not saying you can't sell different ways, but I'm saying you have to have a process. That is your selling process. Is it for the walking guys? That's how it happens. They come up, they choose their paint, they go up to the register, they ring it out, the receipt comes out. At the end of the day, all the receipts are collated. We know our sales, we look at our sales report, we file them here. The people who order, their orders are delivered such and such. We give them 14 days credit, or we pay only cash on delivery, and that is that. They pay delivery fee, or they get a discount on delivery fee. If this is the amount they buy, this is the price I sell at. This is what I do. If you're buying 10, this is what. You have to have a way that you do it all the time. Don't confuse it. Don't be all over the place with your process. You got to cement your process and decide that this is the business model I follow. You must go down a straight, clear, duplicatable line that people can understand, that people can apply themselves to, that people can learn. You must be able to teach it. If you're sick, if you're not working there, if it's too big for you to do by yourself, you can get someone in and say, here, take this email, go through these emails, pick those orders, the customer name goes here, the address goes here, the telephone number goes here. Write out the order, take this page, put it in the file, take this order page, give to the packing department. They will keep theirs in their file, and then they take this order page, or they take another page and they staple it onto the invoice, and they go to deliver. The customer see the order, confirm it to the invoice, balances out, signs it off, put the money on it, put the money in an envelope, put it in a bag, take it back to the office, deliver it to that person. That person logs it, checks it. You have to have a way how it's done. You have to have it organized and systemized. There must be a model. Don't allow people to say, well, something is wrong with my notice. If you ever work for a larger corporation, someone who have systems, and something needs to be done. Let's say they have a store and a pipe breaks. It don't matter who, you cannot walk across the road and tell a plumber to come and fix the pipe. It doesn't work like that. What happens is that a work order a requisition has to be produced. So somebody has to say, hey, this is needed. Somebody who have authority. The manager, somebody who is in authority, supervisor, whoever. runs the stuff. Says this is needed. All right. Once that is done, someone says, okay, a purchase order is made and sent to a person, to a contracting company who does that type of work, whether it's plumbing or whatever it is that needs to be done, lighting, whatever, HVAC, whatever. Okay. The person who is doing the work has to come back and say, okay, we've assessed the situation, and they have to write what is done and bill and give the people a quote. When they write what is done, give the people a quote, the people will approve or this. They cannot start work until it is approved. That's a process, that's a system. That's how you do it. Don't run your business on a willy-nilly here and there, just grab and go, push this, do that. Have a structure, because if you don't have a structure, you're going to get lost in it. You can't scale it, you can't duplicate it, you can't get anybody else to help you do it, because it's you treat this customer this way, you handle that customer that way, and you have 50 different processes for 50 different customers, and you can't keep up. So the minute you turn your back and customer A call and say, hey, bring me my delivery right now, and you say no, this is 1 o'clock. When you order after 1, you get the other day. And they're like, no, that's what I do. Every time I always order after 1 o'clock, and people send me my goods immediately. And you're like, what? And then the customer B call and say, drop off my delivery in 2 parts. Give me half today, give me half next week. And you're like, no, we deliver only in full. And they're like, no, mine is all. And you have 10 different people calling your office or your representative to tell them that, no, that's not how the boss deal with that. And now you have your thing in total chaos. Do not do that. Have a way to do things. Hear what this is. Customers must be served, right? Customers must be served, but customers don't run your business. If you allow customers to dictate your business systems, you will be the most random business in the entire world. You set a profitable, customer-oriented business. Notice I say profitable. Set a profitable, customer-oriented business, because customer satisfaction is a double-edged sword. What do I mean by that? You could drop your price to $20 to satisfy the customer. And because you're pricing the thing at $20, you cannot improve the quality of service you give to that customer. So you can't pay somebody to clean the floor, you can't put business systems in there, you can't do anything to make the customer feel comfortable when they come to shop or something like that if you have a brick and mortar store. You know what happens? Customers stop coming because it is cheap for them, but it's unpleasant. Because you cannot pay good people to handle them and to deal with them, and they go somewhere else. People pay more all the time. I used to work in a premium store that sells things at a premium, and there was the dollar store right next door to it, and the same thing that the people pay 3 times more for, they're walking right into my store to buy. Because people don't shop on logic. People shop on emotions. People like your brand. They don't care if it's better. They don't care if it's the same. They don't care. This is what they know, like, and trust. Do not allow customers to dictate your business model and your business system. Set one that is profitably customer service oriented. So you're making a profit and you're providing good service and a quality product to your customers. Don't let customers pull you here, pull you there, pull you all over the place. You must have a system. Customers will be upset now and then they fall in line. Facebook upgrade the way its profiles look, and Google upgrade the way they look. They add upgrades, T-Mobile add upgrades, Verizon add upgrades, Instagram add upgrades. Are they asking you anything? Yo, I hate this new upgrade and I don't want this new upgrade, and you whine and you crying, and 2 minutes after you forgot what the old one was like. You just take it. Because that's how we are. We don't like change, and then people are always going to complain about change. But you are running your business. You know what the greater good is. So you do it. Your customers will fall in line. As long as it doesn't affect the core quality of service you give them, it's fine. It will work. They'll fall in line. Don't let people press your urgency button. Set a system that is fair. So if you come in here and you're buying, like I used to go to this distribution company to buy stuff when I was running my distribution company. And what you do, this is the process. You drive in, you go to the window, you either call in and place your order, or you walk up to the window and place your order. When that order is placed, the girl at the front enter the order, or whoever is a rep, they enters the order and it goes to the back for picking. And then there is the trucks lined up waiting for your order to come up on the list. You cannot say you want it now. You're in a queue. You are in a queue. It is a product that you want. You got to sit in that queue until your goods come up. Just like when you go to the fast food restaurant and they say, hey, what do you want? And you say, okay, give me 2 pieces of fried chicken and a soda and some fries. And they say, okay, ma'am, here your order number 17. You have 8 minutes wait. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You sit there and you wait. What you gonna do? You sit and you wait. If you ever go into a smaller restaurant, like in Jamaica, and you see somebody behind his counter trying to sell lunch or whatever they sell, food, a box lunch as we call it, and there's 15 people lined up buying, and there's 5 people behind the counter, and everybody order and shout, oh, where's my food? My food is not ready yet. There's no numbering system. There's no order. Everybody's shouting, and the guy who's well known, or the guy who can shout the loudest, or the guy who they pick, they just pick and sell. It's chaos. That's not a business system. You come and you wait on your number. When your number is served, you get served. If you cannot wait, you're respectfully given back your money, and the deal continues. What you have to do is make sure that you can crank those out at a reasonable time. People will wait 5 minutes. Nobody wants to wait 15 minutes. And if it's a busy day, if it's a holiday, people will wait 25 minutes. I'm saying set your systems, have a business model, follow that. Do not be pulled and weaved and dragged and ragged and do all that. I know it's a hustle. I know it's small business. I know you want your money. I know you want to get it right. I know you got to do some hustle sometimes. But what I'm saying is that you can always hustle it, but let people know the standard. Okay, ma'am, you want that now? This is after 1 o'clock. Usually we don't deliver after 1 o'clock unless there is a late sales trip going out that was backed up from yesterday. Can you hold 1 second? Let me just check with my people to see if a late delivery is going out today, because we know we had back orders doing from yesterday. But usually, ma'am, I cannot guarantee you. Give me 1 second. Let me just confirm this with my boss, or confirm this with the delivery department. Hold on. You put your phone on mute, you take a couple minutes, you figure it out, you come back to them and say, okay, ma'am, luckily. But yes, they can come to you, but they'll only get to you between 6 o'clock. Otherwise, if you can take it at 6, you can get it. But if not, you have to wait till tomorrow morning, because we actually really don't deliver on that time. You know what that does? That firstly, tell the customer that next time they're calling, they better call early, or they better wait the next day. If you just say, okay, yeah, I'll deliver it now. What time will you be there? No. You're putting someone else into a system. You're not putting someone into a system. You're putting a system in a customer. You cannot put the system in the hands of a customer. So there's a way to do it, even if you want to go hustle that money. Let's say you close your place at 5, and a guy come and wants a big order. And he's there and he says, sir, we'll close at 5. Did you put your order in? Yeah, they said no, they never got a chance to put their order. Have you ever bought from us before? They said no, we've never bought from before. Okay, sir, tell you what, the policy though is that at 5 o'clock we cannot do any more orders because X, Y, and Z and that, and the people have to go home and they have to check off, and they're already closed down the system. But sir, how far you live from here? Can you come back early morning? They said no, they have to get it now. You say, okay, give me 1 second. Let me talk to my boss. Let me see if we can do something for you to help you out this afternoon. And you let them hold on a minute. You come back and say, okay, my boss say they will help you but you know, you should try and come at such and such point another time, or blah 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 blah, and you're done. That's it. Don't just leave it like it's good and it's okay and people don't care. You can just do anything. Okay? So set a structure, set a mod. Follow procedures for your business. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Always a pleasure. I hope that has created value. I hope that helped you.